All right, what's going on, YouTube? It's Matt back again here. For those of you that don't know, I am a spine rep with Medtronic. I did DME, durable medical equipment, for a distributorship prior to this, so I have a little bit over 2 years of medical device experience, OR experience, as well as obviously other sales experience. So I've been dealing with doctors for a little bit. Also had an athletic training background, so I used to deal with physicians that way. And I want to talk to you why in your medical sales careers you might be getting rejected by physicians and some common reasons for that, and then how you can go about it to possibly improve your work, improve your game and your selling skills, etc. But before you do that, please go ahead down at the bottom, I think it's that way, bottom right of the screen is going to be that subscribe button. That helps me out tremendously. It is the only thing, that and the like button, that's going to help me grow. So please just go ahead and do that if you can. It would only take a second. It would help me out immensely. Okay, so being in the operating room role now, this is much different than the durable medical equipment side of things. I did come into a territory that already had a bunch of business with Medtronic, so the selling piece for me, we didn't really have to do. We just more so had to oversee the area. So the selling was essentially done with what I was doing with Medtronic at the moment. So, what I had to do with durable medical equipment was much, much more selling. So a lot of that I'm going to speak onto this, sort of like how you can talk to physicians, etc. So the number one reason that I see that physicians turn away reps is there's no need. So there's no need for the product that they're selling. They already use somebody else. They get good results with whomever they're using, and they just don't want to talk to you. So with this, you obviously have to think, if you're a physician and someone else is coming into your practice and they are bringing something that you already essentially use, why would you need it? Why would you need a new product? So literally, in my opinion, really the only way to get around this is consistently show up, consistently show that you want to be involved. Obviously, don't be too pushy to the physician to use it, but just show that you're there, you care, and also have a way with your product. Figure out what the competitor is doing, figure out a good leg up on that, and then just dig into ways that yours is better for either a specific patient population, a specific niche of patients, something like that, to sort of get your foot in the door so the physician will at least try it one time. And from there, you have to give absolute expert service every single time, especially if there's a long-standing competitor. So that's what I did. I was able to get my foot in the door in a couple practices with like a couple specific patient niches that the physician was like, oh, this might be a better fit for this specific patient. And then I was able to just give them good service from there. So I just kept being allowed back in the door. One of the other reasons is a long-standing competitor. This was my biggest problem when I first inherited this territory. There was a 20-year competitor that had been there for a very long time, and this is a very hard problem to take out. One, you need time on your side with this, because if you don't have long enough time, you won't take the competitor out because they have too many relationships, the doctors like them too much, etc. So you do need a company that's going to invest in you and know that this is a longer term play for you. And then you also need to be the nicest, most professional version of yourself ever, so you can get the people to like you that are in the office. That is going to be number two, because if they don't like you, they're going to shut you out every single time. And then three, same thing as before, you just have to be willing to help. As soon as you shift your your mindset from selling something to them to how can I aid their practice, for me, that shift has changed everything for me, because I'm not thinking about quota every time I go in there. I'm just thinking about, I have something that I know can help these people, and how am I supposed to formulate this in a way that I can show that to them? So as soon as you frame that in that sense, I think it frames the mindset a lot of times for reps that, okay, I have something to prove to these people, and I'll keep coming back, and eventually they're going to let me in, and eventually I'm going to get something. And, until that day comes, I'm just going to help out as much as I possibly can. And another thing is going to be no time. They don't have any time to meet with you. You can get creative with these ways. Sometimes I've done little videos to physicians, individualized videos where I've sent a video of myself talking about, the product, or, understanding that they don't have a lot of time, and if I could even get 5 minutes at a specific time. I have done dinners for residents that have been showcasing educational materials if the physician can't get out there. There are ways to work around the no time thing, and a lot of the time, the physicians can give you a little bit of time if they really want to, but a lot of times they don't want to. So show them that you're willing to do something in any way, shape, or form to sort of like ease their burden or free up time for them and their staff, and they'll really, really appreciate that. So, you know, a lot of the times for me, when I go in and try and talk to a busy doctor in the beginning, it would be really hard because they wouldn't know me, they wouldn't want to give me the time. But slowly but surely, if they see you coming in all the time and you're friendly to them and the staff, you know, sometimes they will give you that time eventually. But you just have to consistently keep showing up. I really do think in medical sales, the only time when you really, really lose is when you give up. So, because then, you know, you're not coming back into the offices. People forget about you rather quickly, and you've just essentially lost. So, leave me a comment, subscribe, like the video. All of those help. I'd love to chat with you down there in the comments. Till next time.